So this is probably not going to be the first time you've seen this point being made, and it's also probably not going to be the last. You see people all over the platform of YouTube telling you to get into the content creation, but when you think about it, take a step back. What is the reality of being a new YouTuber in 2026? Now, this isn't going to be a fake video on, hey, I got 10,000 views in 30 days. No, it's nothing like that. This is more of like a realistic start to a YouTube channel, and basically what I've learned in my first month being on YouTube as this channel here. So kind of sit back, relax, grab a smack, maybe a joint, and let's discuss the reality of how it really is as a new YouTuber on YouTube. So as a little bit of a background onto my channel, I created my YouTube channel back in 2017, and I have been making YouTube content ever since. I've gone through 5 different iterations of different niches when it came to this channel as well, ranging from, at one point, Minecraft videos to Let's Play content, and I think one of them was also like a funny moments I had with friends. And as you see, none of those videos are up now. I have all of them kind of unlisted, or they were previously deleted on some of the older stuff. But it did get to a certain point when I was centered on the Minecraft channel that I almost got 1,000 subscribers. Now, with Minecraft, I love Minecraft, but at the end of the day, I don't want to make an entire YouTube channel just based off that game. So maybe around like a year ago, I stopped posting from like burnout of having to build a new building literally every single week. And at that point, the channel was dead. It slowly losing subscribers here and there ever since. And that was about June 2025 when I gave up on the channel. Now, fast forward to today, June 2026, more like a month ago, I made my return on this channel. And as you guys clearly see, the audience off the old channel versus unsubscribing out the ass loads. And honestly, the way I was perceiving this as kind of like a good thing, not really a negative thing of me losing subscribers, because, they weren't my target audience, and now they're not going to affect my click-through rate, which maybe had been tanked a little bit from this. And they just won't have any effect because they're not really my niche, so I don't really want them on my channel. But to kind of, reason why I explain all this, I want to give you a little bit of a history on my channel and to explain on how I got to where I am and where I decided to just hone in on just speaking whatever comes to mind on, just a chill video game, which takes me to the rebrand and exactly what this channel is and kind of the niche that it's portrayed as. A little bit of a segue into this. It's basically just your discussion channel where they're going to talk about just a whole bunch of different topics, ranging from some real world shit to just some small world lessons that somebody could learn, or even just chilling for a little minute, having a calm little discussion. I mean, all this will be done while I'm just playing some casual video games, as you guys are aware. Now, a niche like this is going to guarantee that I won't burn out because, hey, if I don't like this game, switch on to the next. If I don't like this topic, switch on to the next. It's kind of interchangeable with this kind of niche. I kind of like it a lot in that way, for the fact of, number one, I'm not going to run out of topics to discuss. My mind is just crazy when it comes to things and thoughts and such. But also, number two, this is going to guarantee that I don't burn as quickly as a Minecraft YouTuber trying to build a whole new building every single week. Now, to dig into my results here and the understanding of the YouTube algorithm cycle from what I've gleaned, I posted a bunch of videos to front load the account on content at first. So the algorithm, of course, got an idea of what the new niche will be on my channel. And as you see, of course, after my initial burst of videos, I had a testing phase that was actually given out by the YouTube algorithm where they boosted impressions. Now, the algorithm in 2026 is a little bit different than it used to be, to where YouTube will actually test smaller channels and smaller videos. And based off how those videos do off that testing, they decide on how they want to continue to boost it, and also decide, hey, what is the right target audience for this channel. Well, as you can see, I did have my testing phase really early on to where I didn't have a best idea of what I wanted out of my channel yet. And we also seen since then, I really haven't been getting a crazy surge of views or impressions because of like the outreach issue. It looks like that's probably like the biggest thing when it comes to YouTube. Yeah, you can have good content and whatnot, but it's going to be the outreach if people are actually going to be able to see this with impressions and whatnot. And unfortunately, impressions, they kind of died out after that testing phase. But really, as long as you're posting kind of consistently, eventually like one of your videos is going to hit that right target audience, and they will come anyways, just like my topic on the foreigners coming to America for the World Cup. Like, if I continue to post consistently, that one random outlier video will eventually become multiple with, you know, just whatever random videos I continue to push out here. But at the end of the day, like, you really don't need a target audience of like 1,000 people or even like 100 people. I seen like this like YouTube video. It was like a Minecraft discussion video, and they were talking about how just one YouTube viewer is enough. Now, the promise of that video is kind of like, basically, if somebody was able to listen and actually listen to what you were saying and actually be affected by what you're saying, then that should give you pride enough. And honestly, I fully agree, in my opinion. With YouTube, if your passion is fully behind it, like, everything else will come. The views, everything else, they'll come along. Which is why I'm planning on sticking this out, even though I'm like an entrepreneur that works 16 hours a day, 6 days a week. I mean, I could see the vision. This is just more like a hobby. Like, there's an actual level of passion. You kind of have to have that level of passion when it comes to YouTube. Otherwise, you'll very easily get burnt out. Now, at the end of the day, as you've seen, like, my issue with this channel is not going to be the content itself. With my average view duration being over 4.5 minutes and my click rate being around 4%, which by like YouTube standards, especially a small startup like new channel, that's phenomenal numbers from what I've learned at this moment. Of course, like, I need to, of course, constantly improve small things in the videos, which you do see me actively trying to test things by adding like some passive music or getting a little more creative on like overlays and all that type of stuff that I will continue to add on in my future videos. But from the sample size I have given up to this point, I know this is like the niche that I plan on sticking with for the future here, and that I really need, that will bring in like that passion within myself. And like I said, as long as I consistently post, like, the target audience will find me. But, you know, for the moment at least, my 2 to 5 loyal viewers that I do consistently have to this day, like, those will do just fine. But based off all of what I said, like, why in your right mind should you even think about getting into YouTube? Right? Like, I'm a pretty optimistic person about everything, as you clearly have heard with this. And honestly, like, my channel, it still hasn't seen shit. And honestly, to be looking at it like that, like, you're 100% right to have that viewpoint. But with video creation, you tap into like the side of yourself that you need to tap into that nobody really does nowadays. Because all people do now is just consume. They're just consuming. And your creative energies are flowing, like, they're actually actively flowing more than you think, especially when you unlock that mental block that is holding it back. When you set your mind and your intent into creation, you will literally be surprised with the things that you're able to make. Some of these videos myself, I'm like, how the hell did I make this? This is actually a pretty decent video. But that's actually a lesson that I learned from Minecraft, of all places, to where I would randomly hop on one day, you know, randomly start building some bullshit, and then at the end of the day, I would have a beautiful build that would not only, like, it would not have been there if I did not intend on that day of just no plan, just letting my creative juices flow. And I actively like surprise myself every time, and it's very nice. And with YouTube, you kind of have to have that same level when it comes to intent. Like the thing is with YouTube, even for the most like niche topics, you'll still have people pop off on views, interactions, posts. And even though you shouldn't do YouTube for the sole purpose of like fame and whatnot, it's still something that will come eventually with time, as long as you 100% are bought in to like what your craft is and improving what you do have. But with that said, you just have to find your niche for yourself that calls out to you specifically, so it doesn't burn you out and it brings you like real day-to-day passions. That you heard me speaking through all this stuff, like there's real passion behind the words. Like that is what you really need to have. You need to find that niche that brings you that same level of real passion. And if you're consistent, even in the down moments of getting that video, just get that shit out there. You know, eventually things will click. All you got to do is consistently post and find that target audience. But did I convince you to make like a YouTube channel here today? I want you to let me know down in like the comments section below. And if so, like what niche were you thinking like kind of called to you? And if you did like this video, be sure you do like it, comment, subscribe, anything, so you don't miss out on any future content. Any little thing does help on one of the smaller channels here. But outside of that, this is going to be your Uncle Lester. Peacing out.
Jump, Mason, jump! Go, Mason, go!
Your turn! Come on! Step 8, Reznov! Freedom!
For you, Mason! Not for me!
Reznov!